bag, and then I'll be mad because I can't fit anything in it. Ladies, why do we do that? There you go. Whoa. So good morning, everyone. I typically start my morning between 5:30 and 6. And I get up, we let the dogs out. You can see Sam down there in the flower bed. I can't grow anything for him being down there. And the sun sets to the right of the house, so it's always so pretty early in the mornings like this. And there's Miss Duchess ready to get inside. So I start in the kitchen. I like to open the windows in the house. I don't like to feel like I'm closed up all the time. I'll start Mike's breakfast, which is just a typical bagel, and then these sausage. We have used different kinds. We also use the larger patty sausage that comes in the big bag, but this particular week we had that. And then he also takes a sandwich with him. It's varies. Peanut butter and jelly was this week. He gets burnt out on stuff if we use the same thing all the time, so he'll kind of alternate between peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter and banana. I think we've done some tuna, roast beef, so we try to change it up for him. Being in the restaurant business, it's very easy to pick up fried foods or anything that may not be as healthy as a snack, so we try to make sure he has better choices through the day. For breakfast, he normally gets a bagel with cream cheese and his sausage. And I do all of this before he really gets up moving around too much, so it's all ready. And then we have 2 senior dogs that have to have medicine. So there's Pup. She gets her medicine for her heart. And then Samson gets his for seizures that he thankfully doesn't have anymore because of the medicine. There was a few things laying around in the kitchen that I wanted to put away. I try to do this every night before we go to bed, but it didn't work. Yes, that was a toothbrush. No, we don't brush our teeth in the kitchen. I had used it to clean some rings that I had soaking a few days before. So that's what that was. And then I'll just put these random dishes that we had over in the sink. Are you distracted or determined? Few things are needed, or indeed only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her. Luke 10:42. In order to enjoy the present moment and the gift it contains, we need to have balanced attitudes towards work. Luke 10:38-42 tells the story of Jesus' visit to the home of 2 sisters, Mary and Martha. Martha was overly occupied and too busy. See Luke 10:40. But Mary sat down at Jesus' feet and listened to what he had to say. Martha was distracted with much serving. Mary was thankful Jesus was there and was determined not to miss the beauty of the present moment. And Jesus said that Mary made a better choice than Martha did. Jesus did not tell Martha not to work. He told her not to be frustrated and have a bad attitude while she worked. Jesus wants us to work hard, but he also wants us to be wise enough to realize when we should stop all activity and not miss the miracle of the moment. Thank you, Father, for the way you teach me to live my life in balance. Help me to do the work you have given me to do without letting it become a distraction to my relationship with you. Thank you that I enjoy moments at your feet each day. So I'm not a big breakfast eater, but on this morning I did feel like something, so I put me a couple waffles in. And sorry, you missed the footage of me pouring this into my cup. It did not record for some reason. I do like to put a load of dishes in either in the morning, or I try to run them at night, just so that we start the next day with a fresh start. This particular day that did not happen, so I'm running them now so that when I get home they'll be ready and we can start dinner with an empty dishwasher. My favorite is the Peony by Mrs. Myers. I'll link that down below. I had some editing to do for our design company, so I did that before I left. There's Ms. Pup relaxing in her normal morning spot. So we're on the way to work. It is a gorgeous morning in Virginia. Supposedly they say we have some kind of dust from the Sahara right now, so that's making the sunsets and the sunrises very pretty. So it takes me about 11 minutes to get to work. Pretty easy drive. We don't have huge traffic jams in our town, so we have some spots that get a little congested, but nothing like the big cities. Not sure about dinner yet. We have had chicken for like the last few nights, and the only thing right now I think thawed in our fridge is chicken. So I think we're chickened out. Mike gets off at 4 typically, so when he gets home, we get off at the same time. So when we get home, then if I don't already have it planned out, then we just kind of go with the flow and see what we have thought out. I am going to be doing a fridge clean out video this week. Hopefully in the next day or two, so it'll be uploaded. I would like to have it uploaded before the weekend. When I do fridge clean out, I check to see what all we do have and what we can use. Kind of almost like a cabinet fridge clean out thing together, so we can make some meals off of what we have, so we don't have to buy extra or buy more than what we are going to use. If you see me reaching, I'm looking for my chapstick that I most desperately need. Of course I can't find it because I changed purses, and now I'm using this big bag and everything is just down in there. And then I'll get frustrated that I have a big bag and can't find anything, and I'll go back to a small bag, and then I'll be mad because I can't fit anything in it. Ladies, why do we do that? So I'm getting ready to pull in. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it for now. I will see y'all in a little bit. Y'all have a good day. Oh, you're already on. I didn't know you were on. I must have hit the button by accident. So a few things have changed for tonight, as it's very common they do during the day. So our community event that was tonight has been canceled. There's some weather things coming up, and so they have canceled that. So that opens up my afternoon. I do have to do a few errands before getting home. I'm hoping now to be able to have time to record my fridge clean out and possibly have Mike do his key lime pie video. So that's coming later in the week once I get that filmed and get that put up. Now, as far as dinner, I almost have a feeling, I don't know. have to wait and see what he feels like when he gets home. Because I want to film those videos, I do feel like I may have to cook at home tonight. If we go out, that's going to limit my time. So we'll see what happens when I get home and how everybody feels. Abby is at the house. She has been working on July 4th stuff all day for the design company. So she will be there when I get there, and that will probably throw me off a little bit because she's going to want to do some stuff. So pretty much every day is up in the air. In the mornings, I feel like I have a plan, and then by the afternoon, most of the time, all that has changed. So I'm very much a planner, and I like to know what to expect and what's coming up. And whoa, there you go. Whoa. So we had some barbecue thawed out, so we did decide to do that for dinner. It was going to be 5 of us there that night, so we had that, and then we also had some leftover Bojangles from the weekend before, so we're going to finish those. And then you see Mike handed me some fries there. We put those in the oven. And I just put some regular olive oil and seasoned salt on the fries. Those fries are the steak fries. So here I'm getting ready to put the sauce in. Mike had been given this as a gift and we loved it. As you can see, we are at the end of the jar, so we're going to have to make sure we get some more. And yes, this is him trying to be sneaky. He loves hot peppers on almost everything, but I do not, and so he was trying to be tricky with you guys, making you think he had put those in there, but he didn't, so he was just messing. So here I am just taking out what we had left over. It was all sides from the weekend before, so I got those out, got those prepped and ready, and the fries are done, so I go ahead and pull those out. So this was what was dinner that night. We had barbecue, fries, and then those sides that you see there. So after dinner, Abby needed to go back out to Walmart to get a few things to finish out some of our shirts. So while we were there, I looked at the clearance section, and there was quite a few things. A lot of makeup, some healthcare stuff. There's more makeup. Had some electric toothbrushes, different medicines, just some random like graduation things. So if you haven't had any graduation parties yet, but you want to, they have quite a few decorations and stuff that you could pick up pretty cheap. And then these boards right here were pretty cool. You hang them up, it says "Make It Happen." That has a mirror on the top and then a cork board on the bottom. Those would be neat in, like a teenager's room or like a little office. They had These Brita water pitchers, the filters and the containers were on clearance. They only had one of those silverware, not silverware, but like the utensil things for cooking. And then there you see some home decor pieces that they had. It was all kind of random stuff, but I wanted to show you what Walmart currently has on some of their clearance. And then they had a bunch of those toys and little trinkets for the kids. So here we are in the new updated Walmart craft aisle, which I love because they have expanded the Cricut section by almost 3 times what we originally had. So we had to get some more blue and red to finish our July 4th shirts that we were doing that evening. And here's what that finished product looks like. They turned out great. Hey you guys, so it is about 11 o'clock now, and me and Abby just got done doing shirts for the night. I had stepped out here on the porch just to close this day out with you, and thank you for coming along with me, and we will see you in the next one. Good night.